Recognizing that there's a problem, we got that. I got a problem. I'm not happy in my romantic life. I got a problem. I'm not going out socially. I know I need to be. I got a problem. These dating apps aren't working for me. I'm not meeting the right people. I got a problem. I've been in a 10-year relationship and it's not moving towards engagement or marriage, and that's what I want. I got a problem. Whatever it looks like, we recognize the problem. That's not our problem. It's recognizing problems, right? The next step is coming up with a plan. That's where we fall to the wayside, and we continue to do so. Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. And welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison, certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with busy professional women to move them from frustrated with dating to happily married. Now, today's topic is something that I constantly argue with people over. And by argue, I mean more like passionate conversations. And it's about manifestation. Even me, myself, I've used the word because I know that that's the kind of language that folks understand and appreciate. But I have to tell you that I have some beef with manifestation. And let me tell you why. I wanted to make sure that I kept my phone on for this one because I wanted to make sure that what I read to you now is accurate. I don't want folks coming for me in the comments talking about that's not what it means. Well, Google says this is what it means. So let's get through it. Okay. So a manifestation is a public display of emotion or feeling or something theoretical made real. Public display, part one, emotion or feeling, part two, or something that's theoretical made real. So let me tell you why I have beef with manifestation and the idea of manifestation, people holding on to manifestation so tightly. Many of us are being unrealistic, illogical, unreasonable when it comes to our dating experience, when it comes to our relationship experience, when we are engaged, and even when we are married. Because we have this idea that we're holding on to that if I say something enough, out loud, publicly, by definition, if I exude an emotion clearly enough, publicly, or if this theoretical thing that I want to be true or want to be real will happen for me, then it will happen for me because the universe heard me. Because the universe understood me, because God heard my cry, right? And even with that being said, the Bible itself says that faith without works is dead. Work. And that's the part of manifestation that really bothers me. There's not enough conversation about what it is complaints. We're constantly complaining about our circumstances without creating a plan. That's step two, right? Knowing the problem, creating a plan. We're not creating the plan. So when we're not creating the plan, all we're doing is complaining because that means that we're not doing what it takes. We're not taking action in order to change whatever it is that we have a problem with, right? So we're not creating a plan. From there, because we have no plan, we're not executing a plan. Can't execute where there's nothing to do. If we don't have a well-orchestrated step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, we can't execute. And as a result, we end up right back to square one, which is complaining about our problem, asking the universe to deliver something for us without doing any of the steps that are necessary in order to get there. Now, I may have folks that say, no, Allison, manifestation is real. I said this thing 1,000 times and it came to me. And I will never believe you. I just won't. Because there was something that you did differently in order to get that result. And you can't tell me otherwise. Let me give you some examples. How many of us say, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds? Yep. This is my year. I'm going to get serious about it. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I hate how my stomach looks in this. I was just telling the engineer for the last video that I did, I'm going to change outfits because I think I look fat in this, right? We constantly make comments about what we want to do, what we want to lose. I want to lose the weight. I want to lose the pounds. I want to flatten my stomach. I want a bigger butt. I want whatever that looks like, bigger muscles, more trim, gain weight, whatever it is. We constantly say out loud what we want and what we don't want. And how many of us have miraculously, because that's what it is, a miracle, miraculously lost 20 or 25 pounds by doing nothing? Nobody, right? Unless, like I said, and I wouldn't even consider this a miracle. Maybe if one became sick, right? And then like by default, but just like the average person off GP, absolutely not. You have to do activities to lose the weight. You have to do activities to meet the goal. You have to do activities to get into the committed relationship that you desire. You have to do activities in order to meet new people. You have to do activities to show your partner that you're ready for the next step. You do. It's not miraculous. It's not manifestation. It's not, I want a husband, I want a husband, I want a husband, I want a husband, I want a husband. But I'm not willing to go outside. That's the activity. I'm not willing to get on the right dating app. That's an activity. I'm not willing to work on becoming the best version of me so that I have a right to demand the best version of somebody else. That's an activity. That looks like therapy. That looks like dermatologist, whatever it is that's going to increase your confidence, whatever that might look like for you. You have to do the work. That is the work. I know that there are a lot of people, a lot of mental health professionals that's in the space that talk about the work and give you no inside track on what the hell the work is. I'm going to give it to you right now. It's you creating a plan and then executing on the plan as to how you're going to get to point B. Point A is where you're unhappy. For the most part, you guys know I do dating and relationship content. So I'm single and I'm feeling lonely. I'm looking for companionship. I want to do vacations. I want somebody to support me. I'm tired of digging out my own car in the summertime, in the wintertime, whatever that might look like for you, right? There's a problem you've identified. And I want a spouse. I want a partner. I want a boyfriend. I want a companion. You say it all the time. Right? And I'm glad that you recognize that there's a problem. When are you going to do the work that's necessary to get there? When are you going to start going to events and socializing to broaden your circle? When are you going to talk to your friends and say, hey girl, hey friend, I'm getting serious about my romantic life. So if you know any great guys, introduce me. When are you going to say, I'm going to give this dating app another chance? When are you going to say, I don't have the skill set and that's okay? So let me consider hiring a coach. Hi, I'm Allison, who has a proven track record, 250 plus clients who have gotten from and moved from frustrated with dating to happily married through my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve, because I can't figure it out. And guess what? I don't want to figure it out. I don't mind hiring out because I know I don't do everything, right, that needs to be done in my life. I don't do it. I didn't do my own hair. I didn't do my own makeup. I'm not even recording this own show. I'm hiring help. I'm getting support because I know what I desire out of my life. And I know that I don't have the capacity to do everything all the time, right? And so you need to do the work. Again, if that's therapy, you're coming from a traumatic experience. You don't know if you're prepared to date again. You don't know if you're ready to heal. Book a session. Maybe it's 1, maybe it's 100, but it's going to get you through so you feel confident and prepared to live the life that you say that you want. This is what you say all the time. But when are you actually going to do the work in order to get there? So the word manifest is cute. I watched the show on Netflix. It's all good. I use the language sometimes because I know that's my way of reeling you guys in, right? And when they say you put what's the expression? You put the medicine in the candy, right? But the manifestation is really, I say with my mouth what I want, which is a good step, by the way. Side note, there's some people who are lying to themselves. Now, I'm not saying that there ain't some folks who do want to be single. I'm sure that they exist. But there's some, I don't want no man anyway. I don't need no man anyway. I don't want to disrupt my peace. So I'm glad that you're at least telling the truth. That's step 1. Now we need to orchestrate a plan, execute on said plan, do the work, show up as the best version of you so that you have a right to demand the best version of somebody else. That's logic. We cannot say that we want the most desirable man in our community. This is what I hear all of the time. The most desirable man in my community. That's what I want. And they don't say it like that, but that's what it is. I want the 6-foot man, potentially dark skin, tall, dark, and handsome, right? You want the full beard. You want the beautiful straight white teeth. Hey, that part I ain't gonna push back on. The hygiene needs to be together, right? I like a nice smile, right? So I get that. He needs to make 6 figures. If the woman doesn't have children, she doesn't want him to have children. If he does have children, it needs to be minimal, older, live someplace else. The baby moms is married to somebody else. They clearly don't want each other. Best co-parenting relationship. You want the ideal man in our community. And I need you to be honest. Are you showing up as the ideal woman? Would that ideal man want you? We talk a lot about being equally yoked, but I have to tell you, when I work with my clients, some of the first things I fix in our coaching program are unrealistic expectations. Someone says, I want somebody who's a great communicator. Tell me more. Why is that important to you? Oh, because I don't really communicate that well, so somebody's got to do it. Absolutely not. That man is going to be frustrated with you on the first conversation, and he's going to dipset. He's going to say, I'm not dealing with this. I need somebody who I've done the work as a man who communicates well and efficiently and with respect. He's done the work to show up that way in the world, and he got to deal with rinky dink? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It will not work. So that's the work. Showing up as the best version of you, both inside and out. I know outside sounds shallow, but it's the truth. You don't fall in love with someone the first time you meet them because you can see how amazing and valuable they are. You can tell how they could be a great parent. You can tell that they love God. You can tell that they pour into their friendships. You can tell that they are supportive. You can tell that they are kind. You can tell that they are hardworking. You can't see that. You see what you see that is in front of you, their looks. Then once you're in conversation with them, then you can learn the good, bad, or the indifferent. So yes, it's not nice to say out loud. I don't feel great about it. But the truth is the truth. I need you to show up as the best version of you every single time. And that is the work. All right, beautiful people. I hope that this has been valuable to you. Hopefully I've swayed you in my direction in regards to manifestation and what it really looks like and the work that's required for you to live the life that you say that you deserve. I believe you up until the point that we start talking about a plan, up until the point that we start talking about execution. I was about to wrap up, but I'm gonna just say this one more thing, right? If you've been following me at all, you know that I had a baby about 1.5 years ago. You know that I shared with you guys that I gained 40 pounds. And it was hard for me to lose the weight in order managing my business, my marriage, my little baby. Finding the time was hard. You know what I had to do? Hire a fitness trainer. Hire a trainer. Now, for the most part, I get what you got to do in terms of diet and exercise, but I know I was not going to do it. I needed accountability. I needed somebody who's going to have their foot in my neck. I needed to know that I have to be at the gym at this time. I can't push it back because there's, number one, a human being who's waiting on me, and number two, a human being I paid. So I got to show up. I have to show up. I have to do the work. I can't just will this thing away. You have to execute. And again, don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because if you have a time frame of when you want to get this thing done, you need to get some professional help to get it done, whatever your it is in this circumstance. Okay? So speaking of getting the help, if you need support around dating or relationships, please visit my website, alignwithallison.com. Book a consult if you're ready to get serious about your love life. Just like you've gotten serious about your career, just like you've gotten serious about your education. Now is the time to take action. We are mere mortals. We do not have time to waste. If you want to have biological children, we don't have time to waste. So let's get serious about your love life, and you can schedule a consult. Alignwithallison.com. All the links will be in all the places that they are, and I will see you in the next video.